What's up, my growth seekers? Welcome to Synchronized Souls, where growth and greatness align. I'm Dr. Frank Gilliam, and in today's episode, we're about to blast open the doors of the mind's possibilities. All right, picture this. We're sitting at dinner, just hanging out, and I told you I'm about to share something with you that could totally flip how you see everything. Check this out. Imagine your thoughts being your invisible architects building your reality brick by miraculous brick. They're not just random ideas and concepts sparking and firing off in your brain. They're designing your entire life. I'm telling you, they're laying the very foundation, building the walls and picking out the finishes, one thought at a time. Your thoughts don't just happen in your head, they're happening to your life, shaping your reality in ways you might not even realize. So, let's dig into this idea for a minute and make sure you stick around until the end. We've got some great gems for you to take with you. Many of us think our minds are just some passive space, like an empty room waiting for someone to come furnish it for us. Nah, not at all. Your mind is the supercomputer, and it has reality-bending power beyond some of your wildest dreams. I'm not kidding. Every single thought, every belief you have is like a code being entered into your supercomputer that runs your life. It's like your thoughts are the keys that open the doors to who you become, what you create, and how you experience the world. Now, we must keep it real and be honest with ourselves. We know that most of us let our minds run wild. We pay very little, if any, attention to our thoughts, allowing them to grow unattended in your mental landscape. We just let any kind of thoughts pop up and take root. But here's the deal. If you take control, you can transform your mind into the most extraordinary garden you've ever imagined. Imagine this garden stretching out as far as the eye can see, filled with infinite potential, mystery, and beauty. Every thought, every emotion you experience plants something in this garden. And if you're not careful and neglect to cultivate your garden, it will turn into a wild jungle full of weeds. All of you are quite familiar with what I'm talking about. Those ugly weeds of doubt, fear, and insecurity that creep in and steals your dreams and aspirations unnoticed. They take root and start choking out your self-belief, your confidence, and your ambition. Before you know it, you're tangled up in vines of negativity, unable to see the limitless possibilities around you. But guess what? You're the master gardener. You've got total power over how you shape this landscape, however you want. You can pull out the weeds, prune the overgrown areas, and plant the seeds of your own dreams and aspirations. Let me break this down for you. Think about your mind as this extraordinary living, breathing ecosystem. Yes, it's alive. Every thought, belief, and action you take is like adding nutrients to the soil of your consciousness. If you're not intentional with what you're planting, you're sure to get a chaotic mess. But on the other hand, if you become the master gardener of your own mind, you will start to see the beauty in every single thought. Positive affirmations, self-compassion, they become the fertilizer that enriches the soil and makes it ready to receive new, empowering ideas. And here's a mind-blowing thought. When you're intentional with your thoughts, you start selecting the kinds of seeds you want to grow. There'll be no more random thoughts just floating in and taking root. You're planting seed of purpose, your goals, aspirations, and your dreams. They're no longer just abstract ideas, they're saplings you carefully tend to, nurturing them until they grow into something powerful. Your dreams become like exotic flowers that require special care. When you give them the right attention, they begin to bloom in ways you never expected. So, I want you to really sit with this for a moment. Isn't it so exciting to learn that every thought you have, every belief you hold, is shaping your reality and future? You are the master gardener of your own mental landscape. What are you planting today? What are you cultivating? You've got the power to create the reality you want. It all starts in your mind. So let's get to work, my friend. Let's start planting the seeds of greatness. The first thing any good gardener does is pull out the weeds. It's not a glamorous job, but it's necessary. So when you catch yourself thinking something negative, whether it's about your abilities, your future, or even about other people, challenge it immediately. For example, you wake up and think, I'm not good enough to do this, or I'm just not a morning person, I'll never get anything done today. these are weeds. They're not helping you. They're not based on truth. Every time you catch yourself thinking this way, ask yourself, is this thought helping me grow? If it's not, yank it out and replace it with something positive. Instead of I can't do this, try I'm capable of learning and improving. Every time you replace a negative thought with a positive one, you're pulling out a weed and planting a seed of growth. Take 5 minutes at the start of your day to do a mental weed check. Write down any negative or self-limiting thoughts you're having and then reframe them into something more empowering. For example, I'm too tired to exercise could become, I'll start with a short walk and that will give me energy. Now that we've cleared the weeds, we've got to plant something intentional and positive. What seeds are you planting today? If your mind is like a garden, then the seeds you plant are your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Let's say you've got a big goal. Maybe it's writing a book, starting a new business, or training for a marathon. When you plant the seed of that goal, you must nurture it daily, like you would be watering a plant. Every little action counts. You can't just say, I want to write a book, and then expect it to happen. You need to show up every day to water that seed, even if it's just writing 100 words or taking one small step toward the bigger picture. And the thing about seeds is, you can choose what you want to plant. If you plant a seed of, I'm not a good writer, you'll only get more thoughts of self-doubt. But if you plant the seed of, I'm capable of telling my story, you're going to start seeing opportunities, connections, and inspiration pop up in ways you never imagined. Set an intention every morning. Write down one thing you want to focus on that day and break it down into the smallest possible action. If your goal is to be healthier, maybe it's just drinking an extra glass of water or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. These small positive actions are like watering your garden. Slowly but steadily, they add up. Now here's something I want you to really internalize. Self-compassion is like your fertilizer. If you're not kind to yourself, you're not giving your garden the nutrients it needs to grow strong and healthy. Too often we're too hard on ourselves when we make a mistake or fall short of our goals. We beat ourselves up, thinking we should have done better or faster. But think about it. Would you treat a plant this way? If your rose bush started to wilt, you wouldn't yell at it. You'd water it, give it some extra sunlight, and maybe even talk to it a little bit. So why do we do the opposite to ourselves? Self-compassion means understanding that growth takes time, and setbacks are just part of the process. If you miss a workout or mess up on a project, instead of telling yourself, I'm a failure, try saying, I'm learning, and I'm going to do better next time. This act of nurturing yourself is like adding rich compost to your mental soil, making it stronger and more fertile. It's important to incorporate random self-checkups by asking yourself, how do you feel? Notice how you start your day by reaching out to others to make sure they're all right. Make it a habit to check in on self for a change. And if you make a mistake or face a challenge, pause and give yourself a moment of self-compassion. Say something like, I'm doing my best and I'll get better with time. If you're journaling, write about what you learned and how you can improve. But always remember to be gentle with yourself. Your mind is like a plant, and kindness helps it thrive. You wouldn't plant a seed and then forget about it, right? You'd water it, check on it, and make sure it's getting enough sunlight. Your mind works the same way. To make real lasting changes, you need consistency. I think about it like a workout routine. You don't get stronger by doing one push-up, but if you commit to doing just a few every day, over time you start to see real progress. The same goes for your mental health. You need to check in with your thoughts regularly, and if they're not serving you, replace them with better ones. If you want to cultivate a peaceful, productive mindset, you must feed it with things like mindfulness, gratitude, and personal growth. Creating a daily routine of mental maintenance. It could be something as simple as 5 minutes of meditation in the morning, a gratitude journal before bed, or a daily affirmation practice. These small, positive daily habits will help keep your mental garden in tip-top shape and help you stay focused on your growth. Last but not least, as your garden starts to flourish, don't forget to celebrate your progress. If you've planted a seed and nurtured it, It's important to acknowledge when it blooms. When you accomplish a goal, no matter how small, take a moment to pause and appreciate how far you've come. This is like stepping back and admiring the garden you've worked so hard to cultivate. Celebrating your victories, whether big or small, reinforces the positive behavior you're cultivating. It also gives you the motivation to keep going. So if you write a chapter of your book, treat yourself to something nice. If you run that first mile, give yourself a high five. Recognize that every step is a victory. Keep a success journal where you write down your wins, however tiny they may seem. This will help you stay motivated and keep track of how much you're really accomplishing. At the end of the day, remember this: you're the master gardener of your own mind. You have the power to decide what gets planted, what gets pulled out, and how your mental garden grows. So are you going to let it run wild, or are you going to take control and nurture it into something amazing? By being intentional with your thoughts, actions, and habits, you're creating the life you want, one seed, one thought, and one action at a time. And trust me, if you keep tending to it, you'll start seeing your own mental garden bloom in ways unknown to your imagination. So get out there and start planting the seeds of greatness. Your future self will thank you for it. If this episode resonated with you, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. And don't forget to stay tuned for more empowering episodes designed to guide you toward the change that aligns with your unique path. Your future self is already grateful for the actions you take today. Visit syncsouls.mykajabi.com for more resources to help you cultivate your purpose and unlock your fullest potential. Until next time, be well and continue to nurture your thoughts like the master gardener you are.